Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the last game of the women's division of the day, where we are going to see Ultimate Saku taking on Latvians of Ventspils. Another international matchup. If you've been following Baltic Ultimate, you will see quite a lot of familiar faces and names on the Saku squad. Crystal Linz normally playing with Tartu, but this time it's basically what they said is a mix of Tartu and Saku players. So two Estonian clubs coming together. Marin Raba with the disc there, and some of the newer players as well. Number 0 right now, Heidi Tonison, scoring and coming down with the first point of the game for Saku for very quick offense. And Marin Raba, of course, made a name to herself in the European season, and also, of course, on the world stage, playing as an Estonian, playing for a Latvian team in the Junior World Championships last year in the UK. Was an exciting player to watch, is an exciting player to watch. Helen Terra as well, wearing number 6 there of Kairi Veske. Interesting squad, and unfortunate for Ventspils, Alice Zarina. Unfortunate drop for her in the end zone as Ventspils were gunning for their first point. Saku would not be easy, of course, to break, and however they might be able to get some breaks themselves. That was not quite it, and this point is in though. Ogrē Vares with the second score and the first break, so one clean hold, one break for the Estonian side in this game. So 2-0. Ventspils are finding themselves in the early hole. Will they be able to drag themselves out of it and score a few breaks? We, of course, shall see. Also a new face on the Ventspils squad, number 71. Normally a player for Sirocco, Sabina Bartole. Interesting to see her making moves. Number 13 also, Diana Rumberga. Relatively new player, also playing for Ventspils here and there, occasionally picking up with other teams. So good to see some players are getting some new experiences there. But unfortunately for Ventspils, that is another turnover and another counter-offensive at the moment for Saku, and Saku are coming down with another score. Ogrē Vares, 2 scores, 2 breaks in a row for her. Practically living in the end zone and ready on the counter-offensive to strike and get the disc in. Bartole tried to get involved in that, but was a little bit out of position, and good for her of not getting or making any contact and keeping it clean. Of course, we don't want to see any injuries, as this surface is much more injury prone for the players. Pretty tough sometimes to run on it for a long time, and not very pleasant to fall or to bid on it. Oh, that was a bit of a bosh. Looks like Untera and Jaunzeme got into a bit of a contact, but everything all right. How did that not touch the ceiling? I don't know. How did Krumine get this disc over Marin Raba? I also don't know, but unfortunately, yeah, this time Marin Raba got a bit better on Krumine, and a hand block is giving the disc, and another opportunity for Saku. Raba. Is it going to be Scuba? Is it going to be Blade? No, it's going to be an inside reset, and that's going to be pushed by Crystal Linz into the end zone. Yeah, threading the needle, not difficult place to place the disc, but yeah, perfectly weighted throw for Raba and for another break. So that is 1 clean hold and 4 breaks in a row, 4 clean breaks in a row, if I'm not mistaken, for Ultimate Saku. So they are being quite dominant on the field right now. Ventspils asking questions and asking for a timeout. We're going to take very quick timeout ourselves. Don't go anywhere and stay with us. Dudine fielding that pull. Gets it to Rumberga. Rumberga to Bartule. Bartule back to Rumberga. Nice movement by Bartule. And Rumberga into the end zone. Flat throw, maybe not the one that was required, but Marta Baidine, not a common thing to see her smile, but that definitely makes her smile, and a nice first point for Ventspils. Maybe a bit more outdoorsy throw. I'm also guilty of them quite often, but it's still effective, it still works, and that's still a point for Ventspils. 1-4, unfortunately, so -3 at the moment, -3 breaks. Bartule with the pull. Fielded by Linz at the very back in the coffin corner, but gets it up the line for Raba. Raba to Kurmiste. Kurmiste finds Linz. To Raba. Raba wants a hammer, doesn't give. Finds Kurmiste and threading the needle, and Kurmiste with a blade for some sticky fingers from Heidi Tonison for another clean hold. So far, clean game, if I can say that. So 2 clean holds and 3 clean breaks for the Saku squad. Elentera with the pull. Maybe wasn't very happy with it, but I think it's a pretty good pull. Dudine fielding that, looking for something, finds Rumberga. Bit of a junky look from Saku, but the disc is moving around for Ventspils. Maybe a bit more stumbled, but that still works. Bartule, Rumberga. Moves it back for Angele, who was asking for the disc, and now Baidine to Bartule, and Bartule into the end zone for Dudine. Will that work? That will work. Was maybe a little bit too high, but very nice shot. I think Dudine is celebrating that and showing the thumbs up. to Bartole for that particular shot. So yeah, well done. Nice score. Clean hold for Ventspils. So yeah, when they are holding, Ventspils are holding pretty well, but there were a few errant throws earlier. Not the easiest ones for them. Not the easiest game, but looks like they are finally finding their rhythm. Oh yeah, some of the newer players are also getting their rotations in. We see Alisa Zarina under number 29, number 7, Ieva Engele, and number, I think 72, is it? Or 12, yeah, Loretta Jaunzeme. But long shot, defended by Krumine. Nice defense, nice awareness. And Engele now getting some touches of the game. Zarina with a hammer. And that works for Marta Baidina. So that's a break back for Ventspils. Well done for them. Great work staying in this game. After a bit of an errant shot earlier from Saku. And Krumine was more than happy to collect that. Yeah, a couple of notable absences on Ventspils squad. Veronika Mikulice, who is normally playing with them, is not currently present and not even in the hall. And Sanita Lasmane as well, one of the key players, I think, for the Ventspils squad, also not present at the moment. Marin Raba with the disc, finds Linz, but needing to go back. Now Untera with the disc, gets it to Kurmiste. Kurmiste, lots of fakes, but decides to reset to Linz. Linz to Untera, and Untera to number 0, Heidi Tonison, for another clean hold of themselves. So only clean holds and clean breaks so far in this game. Unfortunately for Ventspils, a little bit more breaks for Saku side. Only 1 break to Ventspils, and I think 3 breaks for Saku. Other than that, only clean holds. Tera with the pull. Rumberga was slightly confused, but finally found Krumine and got the disc to her. Krumine to Baidina. And a bit of a throwaway, what looks like. Tera gonna pick up in the red zone, but trapped on the sideline, and a bit of an errant throw, I think, to Utsalu. Yeah, she was not able to collect that, was maybe a little bit falling into the ground a little bit too quickly, and Dudina now is gonna go the other way. Krumine with a flick, but looks like the only person who wanted to receive that disc was Helen Tera, and she's playing for another team. So yeah, turnover, Punap getting a few touches. Near sideline, elevating throw, but curling back in for a score for Helen Tera. Not sure who threw that, but we can always see the replay. Regardless, it was a very nice throw. Good to recognize that a couple of Saku players were unguarded, and that is the first half done. And welcome to the second half right away. We don't really take a break for the halftime. Indoor, very similar to the beach rules, just the mirror half. switch to the corresponding sides, get the possession right, and yeah, continue playing. Tera, ready to pull. Krumina probably going to field that. No, fakes off Dudina as defense was coming through. Tera now finally gets on the mark. Dudina gets the disc, moves it to Engele. Engele, Rumberga. Rumberga to Dudina. Dudina, hammer to Baidina. Is it gonna be good? No. I think the defender had the perfect position to read the throw perfectly and elevates just in front of Baidina. Saku now going the other way. Is that going to be another clean break? Very possibly. Punap with a great grab and a great throw to Tera. Tera collecting another point in that far side. Congratulated by Dudina. Very nice to see that great camaraderie between the players, good spirit, great positive attitude on the field. Linz preparing for the pull. 8-3. Yeah, a bit of a hole for Ventspils, unfortunately for Latvian. Saku might get another win here. If they will continue playing the same way they do, they would need a lot less points for the win than they have now. And yeah, Raba would not let that through. It was a good shot. I think it was a good option, but maybe from a different side. But probably Raba would be able to get that just as well and collect the defense. Linz picking up. Kurmista to Untera, and Untera into the end zone, but looks like the player was unaware that the disc was coming for her, and that results in another turnover. Dudina. Oh, and that is off the hands of Ali Cesarina for a drop and another opportunity for Saku. That would be the first not clean break and not clean something of the game. They were all clean breaks or clean holds. Unfortunately for Ventspils, yes, a lot more breaks for Saku. And 9-3, so tripling up on their opponents. Do Saku, so only 4 points required to finish the game. Pool is up. Krumina deciding to take it high. Looking for options but can't really find anything. I think it's going to be just a long shot to Rumberga, and Rumberga, yeah, looks like Lepik was able to overrun Rumberga and collect that disc, and Saku, another clean break for them. Number 32, Aguevares, third point for her. Great grab, great collection, and another clean break for ultimate Saku. Quite a difficult game for Ventspils, looks like. As Saku came firing, and after their... Is that their first game? No, it is their second game. They played DTS earlier, commentated by Christiana, of course. Unfortunately, I was not able to be here, and I can't really give you the result of this game. I would be curious, how did this game go of DTS Saku? But regardless, yes, Saku is firing right now on all cylinders. Krumina finds Baidina on the far side. Baidina can't really get through the mark of Kurmista. High stall count, just to throw away basically high stall count situation. Throw anything as far as you can, and hopefully it's going to be on the other side and somewhere close to the sideline. Linz pick up, gets it to Raba. Raba finds Kurmista. Kurmista surveying options and goes with a nice upline flat throw for Marin Raba. 11-3. Terra with another pull. This time Bartole fielding that, but that's already high stall count and she can't really find anyone. Finally finds Baidina. Baidina surveying option gets to Dudina. Dudina with a long shot to Bartole. Is that gonna work? Yes, it works perfectly for them. And that is the 4th point only for Ventspils. Dudina to Bartole. 4-11. Bartole collecting the point and sending that pull back to Saku. Linz fielding the pull. Has Tonison wide open. Tonison gets it to Raba. Good toe. Linz in the middle. Couple fakes. Kurmista now finds into the end zone unmarked. And looks like a pick is going to be called by Baidina. Yeah. Player should go back or get any advantage back. Linz and now Raba is also getting involved. Raba surveying options across to Kurmista over the top and into the end zone for Gerda Trin Untera. 12-4 game point situation. Yeah, that might smell a bit of a trouble for Ventspils, unfortunately. So yes, once again, tripling. For every point of Ventspils, there are 3 points of Saku, and that brings us to game point. Hopefully Ventspils will be able to hold on a little bit longer, make this game a little bit more exciting, and that is an errant pull. Going to be brought from the brick mark by Rumberga. Disc is in, but no movement basically, and a hammer into the end zone for Krumina. Maybe I would probably blame the thrower on that. A little bit too far, a little bit too difficult. Think some other options were a little bit more viable there. Ooh, Krumina makes good on part of her mistake on the previous one, and Dudina gonna pick up the disc. Krumina, great defensive player, also very, very good handler. Agevares is saying no, also making the disc to herself towards the end zone. And now finally finds a reset of Lepik and Varton. And into the end zone for Agevares. Agevares, the scorer of the first point and of the last point of this game. So 13-4 towards the Estonians. Latvians, unfortunately, coming with a loss. We'll take a quick break, so approximately 10 minutes. And the next game, we're going to start with Open Division. We're going to have Tartu Ultimate taking on Ventspils 2, so Ventspils junior team. Going to be another international matchup. Should be a very interesting one. Stay with us, don't go anywhere, and enjoy Baltic Ultimate Frisbee League.